Morning, everybody. Happy Monday to you. Matt here. Have some motivation for you to get you started on this Monday morning. In the last couple weeks at Merge, we've been talking about fear and how really our culture is kind of addicted to fear, and how we watch movies to scare us. We stream shows to scare us. And especially today being Halloween, there's this focus on being afraid. But we've talked about over the last couple weeks how we shouldn't be afraid, and how we don't have to be afraid of our past or even afraid of what's in front of us because of who our God is. But this week, yesterday actually, we talked a little bit differently about how there is something that we need to be afraid of, and there's a purpose behind it. We talked about having fear in the Lord, and that may sound weird to you this morning, but I want to tell you a little bit about it to get you started for this week, because there's something that happens when we have a fear of God. And I'm not talking about being afraid like he's going to smash us or something scary like that. I'm talking more about a reverence or an awe that we have for the Lord. I'm going to read to you a verse found in Proverbs chapter 14. It says, "Whoever fears the Lord has a secure fortress, and for their children it will be a refuge." It's an interesting verse, right? If we have fear of the Lord, we have a refuge, a fortress. What does that mean? Well, this fear that's actually being talked about in the Bible isn't a fear like a ghost or something scary or a creature. It's a fear like reverence, like awe, like the deserving reverence that our God should get from us each and every day. And that we serve a loving and a caring God, but he is God. He is the one that put the stars in the sky. He's the one that tells the waters where to stop on the shore. And this morning, this week, I want to encourage you to wake up and to remind yourself, to remind your soul that you have a loving, caring God that wants to see you succeed in every aspect of your life. But he's God. He's in control. He's sovereign. And we need to remember who he is in our life, who he is in our world. And when we have that reverence for God, we have a fortress. We have what we need to feel protected, that there's nothing that can stand against who our God is. I want to encourage you this week, today especially on Halloween, to not be afraid, like God tells us so many times in the scriptures, but to fear the Lord in a way that we are reminded of who he really is, how big he really is, and how good he really is. I pray you have an awesome week. Talk to you soon.